This is the second video in my DreamWork series, and I want to talk to you about dream journaling. Dream journaling is an absolutely indispensable tool in DreamWork. This gives you a physical record of what you're dreaming about. Because when we do dream work, we look for recurring patterns, recurring symbols, and try to analyze what our dreams are telling us. This is very hard to do if you're just going based off what you're remembering in your mind. When you have something written down, you can go back over it and work with it more thoroughly. There's different ways you can dream journal. I showed you in the first video one of my dream journals. You can use these, and if you're like me, you'll end up with shelves of them. You can use digital voice recorders or mini cassette recorders to keep records of your dreams. You can use a computer. You can use a Word document, Microsoft Word, or whatever word processing program you're comfortable with. There are dream journaling programs. I highly suggest using either the notebook journal or recording method for your immediate dream recording. It's very difficult to use any computer-based programs when you're just waking up. It's much easier. Sure, you keep backups on flash drives or upload it somewhere onto the web so that you can refer to it later and it won't get lost. Privacy in dream journaling is a very personal thing. Some of us are very comfortable sharing any and all of our dreams, while others really like to keep them to themselves. Also, while you may feel comfortable sharing a dream with one person, that doesn't necessarily mean you're comfortable sharing it with everyone. So you need to make sure what level of privacy you feel most comfortable with and what you can guarantee for your dream journal. If keeping a written record in your house is not going to work for you because siblings or family members, roommates will invade your privacy, keeping a dream journal on your computer or uploading onto the internet or on a flash drive may be something easier to work with. When you write down your dreams, you want to make sure that the first thing you write down is the date and time. When you write down date, write down day, month, and year. Trust me, I've forgotten the year so many times and then gone back and been totally lost when I'm going through my dream journals. You can also write things like if it's what day of the week it is. If you're a female, what part of your menstrual cycle you're in can also have an effect on your dreams. So if you track that, you may add that to your dream journal to see if you have more vivid dreams at certain times. This can help you notice patterns as far as I'm dreaming about squirrels every time I have a fight with my mom. Something like that. It can also help you notice if you have different dreams during different cycles of the moon, or maybe around finals time, different seasons. This is going to help you. So you want to make sure that you include the time and date on every dream entry. Now, if you have a hard time remembering your dreams, you might want to write the entry first and then write the time and date on the top after that. Some people also think that it can be helpful to name your dreams. Just take the first thing that pops into your head as the title of that dream. Record your dream, it's going to be a first draft. You're probably going to add to it later as you remember things more clearly or as you refine your technique. When you're first writing down your dream, you need to make sure to get the really basic ideas and symbols, the things that stood out to you the most in the dreams, and your emotions. What you feel in your dreams is as important, if not more important, than what's going on in the dreams. So you want to make sure that you're including all of that in your first draft. You can always flesh out details later, which is why I like to keep the written record as well. It's much harder to go back into a voice recording and add. You would have to add after the fact, where if you have a dream journal or a Word document, you can go back in and put a little note. Oh yeah, I also remember that this happened at this point in the dream.
Everything's light. Daylight's much to go.
When you write down the details of your dream, you want to write them down as clearly and as in much minute detail as possible. A lot of people will say to write it as though you're writing it to an alien or a pen pal from another planet. You want to make sure that you're not using a personal shorthand where you're saying something that means something to you, but it doesn't necessarily explain the scene fully. For instance, if you have a dream that you were bit by a dog, and you write in your dream journal, I was bit by a dog. When you write that, in your head the dream's pretty fresh and you can see it. If you look at that a week later, I was bit by a dog, it might not be as clear what happened. You want to make sure that if you write, I was bit by a dog, you go back in later and you write down other details. What kind of dog? Was it a dog you know in real life or in waking life? Was it a dog you know in the dream but maybe doesn't exist in waking life? Was it your dog or someone else's dog? Why did it bite you? Were you running away from it? Was it being vicious? Was it being defensive? Why did it stop biting you? If it's a dog that you don't know, what did it look like? Do you know what breed it was? Now that seems a little crazy, but I'm telling you, when you get in the habit of asking yourself all these little details, it can start helping you see patterns more clearly and work with your dreams more effectively, because you're going to be able to see these symbols on a level that you don't see when you write, I was bit by a dog. So you want to make sure that you're writing very detailed accounts for your second draft. If you have someone you can trust, you can talk to them and say, here's my dream entry. Is there something I'm missing? And have them quiz you, because sometimes a third-party perspective can really help you notice what you're not writing down. And they're going to be able to call you on those times you're putting down personal shorthand.
Let me melt into your starry eyes.
Journaling is sort of an evolving process. You will notice that the longer you do it, the more comfortable you feel with it, the easier it is to do, and you'll start to know what you need to write down to help you work with your dreams better. So like remembering your dreams, it's something that happens over time, not necessarily overnight. So you don't want to get discouraged if at first it's kind of hard. When you're first beginning dream work, if you're having a hard time remembering your dreams, you still need to get in the habit of journaling, even if you're just putting down little bits and pieces of dreams, or if you're even writing down, I don't remember my dreams last night, please help me remember my dreams tomorrow. It's something down, because that's going to build the habit, and it's also going to show that even when you're having a hard time remembering, you're still putting the effort forward to work with your dreams. I hope this video helped you to understand how to keep a dream journal.